Hi, I'm Kristen Denny-Chambers, clarinetist, composer, and founder of Clarinet Playground. This is video number 19 out of 40, going through all of the etudes in Finger Fitness Études Book 2. This one is for Cosmopolitan. Cosmopolitan is dedicated to Brad Bain. Brad is principal clarinet of the Oklahoma City Philharmonic Orchestra and owner of Bain, LLC, a company dedicated to making high-quality mouthpieces, reeds, barrels, bells, and accessories. Immediately following his graduation from Northwestern University, where he received his bachelor and master's degrees under Robert Marcellus' instruction, Brad started his first job as second and E-flat clarinetist of the Tulsa Philharmonic Orchestra. Later, Brad went on to Savannah, Salt Lake City, Fort Collins, Colorado, and Oklahoma City. Additionally, Brad has also been an active orchestral freelance musician, having performed with many orchestras around the country, including the Boston Symphony Orchestra, the Utah Symphony, the Colorado Symphony, and the symphonies of San Antonio, Naples, Charleston, Cheyenne, Colorado Springs, Greeley, and Boulder. Brad has also been a teacher at several universities, including the University of Colorado, the University of Oklahoma, Oklahoma State, and Oklahoma City University. Brad's professional obligations of being an active performer as well as teacher and maker of mouthpieces allow for each skill to serve each other. Designing and making mouthpieces has given him unique insights into the playing experience from the other side of the reed, which really enriches his teaching vocabulary. I have been playing on Brad's mouthpieces for many, many years and absolutely love the equipment that he designs. You can check out his website at clarinetmouthpiece.com to learn more and see all of his products. Let's take a look at the music. At the bottom of each page in this book, you'll find one or two practice tips. For this one, we have a secure left-hand position with efficient movement is needed, especially in measures 6 through 14. Right hand down is recommended for smoother connections when connecting registers. And then the tongue-in-cheek is an expression characterized by insincerity, irony, or whimsical exaggeration. We'll go over those here in a little bit. At the top of each page, you'll find 2 finger drills. Be sure to spend some time here. These are the skills that are folded directly into the etude, so we want to make sure we're really comfortable with them. For these, we're continuing these connecting register drills as we've had in the last few videos. So again, we're crossing the break or connecting registers so we can have our right hand down. If we look at that first one, B flat to E flat, you can have your right hand down plus the pinky. So you're going B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat, B flat, E flat. For the second one, it's B flat to E natural. So you can actually have these bottom 2 fingers down while you do that if you'd like. So then you're B flat, E natural, B flat, E natural. And again, as I've mentioned before in the previous videos, I like to start on the upper note. The upper note has more resistance to it. You play that upper note, establish your sound, and then play the drill. For the style and character of this etude, we have fluidly with poise and sophistication at the top for your instructions. So the goal is to play with a great sense of ease and refinement. In other words, make it sound easy. There are some awkward elements, so that is easier said than done. Also, be sure to notice the smoothly and the with finesse sections and make a significant change in the character there. As we look at rhythm, we have mostly fundamental rhythms, half notes, quarter notes, eighth notes, eighth and then 2 16ths and 16th notes. Be sure to focus your attention on the dotted 8th 16th rhythms and subdivide through those. That can really help. So like in measure 6, we have the A flat dotted 8th note that leads to the 16th notes. And in measure 23, we have the F dotted 8th note that leads to the 16th notes after that. So if I were subdividing, I would play 3 16th notes for those dotted rhythms. And that helps me to make sure my rhythm is really solid. So I would subdivide and then play as written. at some areas for extra focus. The clipped notes and accents make this a little bit more challenging. So if you look at measure 1, we have a long slur leading to that E flat that is then clipped off. And then we have the accent on E natural, and then the accent on the downbeat of the next measure, the E flat. Notice that the bar line is a smooth transition. So after the F and you lead into the E flat, that is smooth, and you may be really tempted to clip off there. But so make sure you're studying the articulation patterns really carefully to avoid that little pitfall. And then we have long and clipped eighth note figures if you look at measure 3. So we have the eighth note with the tenuto and then the clipped eighth note after, so that you kind of lean on that first note and then lightly clip off the second note. If we go back to this tongue-in-cheek idea like you see in measure 6, it's just kind of silly. It's almost like a little joke. The first note is staccato, and then the second note gets this accent. And then it supposedly sounds easy, but you're doing all these really tricky maneuvers as you cross the registers. So there's a little element of sarcasm there. And speaking of that tongue-in-cheek section, this is where we need really good wrist efficiency, and you can use your right hand down as well. So we have this A flat, right hand can be down, A flat again, B flat, C, B flat, A flat, B flat, C. So that is a lot of maneuvering and connecting over those registers and the throat tones. And we want the wrist to be moving efficiently. Think of minimal movement, but still relaxed. We want to avoid, the wrist really flopping around this way. The with finesse section looks easier than it actually is, so there are some curveballs in there. You're constantly going across those register shifts, and with the addition of the E flat and the side A flat, you're going to want to spend some extra time refining that and making sure it feels really comfortable. In measure 29, we also have a retard that leads to an ah tempo. So let's look at the pacing there. So we have this little poco retard, just very small, leading to a brief fermata, and then we're going to get right back into the original tempo. So we're not doing a total slow down, dead stop. It's just sort of like a rolling stop, like a yield sign. And then the ending sort of combines everything we've covered in this etude. We have the register connections, we have the clipped notes, and then we get this fun grace note at the end, which is the same fingering. So we have B flat, then going down to E flat. So we do want to address the voicing, maybe a little bit of E to E as you go from high to low. And now for some final thoughts. On the surface, this etude looks like a simple study of E-flat major scale patterns, and in many ways it is, and you would be very wise to practice some E-flat major patterns before diving in. At the same time, there are quite a few little finger traps hidden throughout. The articulations, the clipped notes, accents, and throat tone maneuvers add additional challenges, so read it slowly at first to catch all of these details. Most of all, aim to sound as fluid and effortless as possible. Brad's whole sound concept is based around minimal effort, so you can simply play the music. So this is the idea for this etude too. To listen to a beautiful recording of this etude and all other etudes from this book, head over to my website, clarinetplayground.com. Trevor Stewart has recorded all 40 etudes beautifully, and they are available for purchase there on my website. Feel free to join us in the Clarinet Playground group on Facebook where we play and post for each other. And head over to my website at clarinetplayground.com for more fun music and books. Thank you so much. Ugh. I'm going to start that again.